Hello and welcome to the next video in my Build the Delorean vlog channel thing. I am very much enjoying this build at the moment. I really like the parts we got last time with the gearbox, transmission, sorry, and the starts of the engine, and we're going to be continuing with the engine this time round as well. Now I just want to start this video by being very confused because I received issues 1, 2 and 3 through the post the other day. Yep. I'm way past 1, 2 and 3, and then later on I got a delayed email stating why that was. Now apparently issues 1, 2 and 3 have been modified slightly from the original 1, 2 and 3. I couldn't see any clear modifications, but it might have something to do with the build when we get to build them. So they're safely stored away for when we actually attach those parts to the main body of the DeLorean. But just to be aware, if you haven't subscribed, issues 1, 2 and 3 might not fit correctly in the issues that we attach them, which I don't know when they'll be. Actually thinking about it, one of those issues is a wheel, so we'd know by now if that didn't fit right? I don't know, but if you did get 1, 2 and 3 through the post, keep them safe. It might be worth it rather than flogging them. So yeah, enough about issues 1, 2 and 3. Let's focus on these issues starting right now. But just before we get started, I just want to talk about the second special issue that we are going to have coming up on the 18th of May, so that is this Thursday coming, which is another graphic novel set of the comics which I said before I have read in single issue form, and they are fantastic, so well worth picking up. $8.99 for subscribers. I'm sure it'll be available elsewhere. Actually, I'm not sure if it's available for non-subscribers. I guess it must be surely. Call that number there, find out and let me know. But it's well worth picking up, well worth a read. If you love Back to the Future, the comics are for you. So moving on then to all the parts that we get in issues 18 and 19. Had to think about then, what issues are we on? Yes, 18 and 19. So I'm not going to go through them individually now. I'm just going to go through them individually as we attach them onto this part, which we have already done of the engine, which is what was left over from last time 2 weeks ago. So let's get started, shall we? Oh, by the way, thank you for all the people that commented about what you think this engine looks like, what cartoon characters. It was very, very funny to read. Yeah, thank you for doing that. Let's get going, shall we? Yes, we should. So the first parts then of issue 18 are these parts here. First off, we get this housing unit, which is metal. And we've got these two little attaching areas here. First one for this filter, engine filter, which will pop on there like that when it's all done. And the second is for this little engine filter, which will pop in there when it's all done as well. These two parts are plastic, and you fix these parts onto this with AP screws. So I'm just going to go and do that now. And when it's all finished, it will look like that. These parts were a little fiddly to get in. What I had to do is because they're both cylinders, I think both circles. So what I had to do is hold this piece here and hold the screw there and kind of twist in the opposite directions to make sure that this black part goes in. With the gold part, you'll see that there is a little tab cut out of the metal there, so that fits in a little easier. That's what the screws look like. But yeah, that is what it looks like when they are attached. Very nice and sturdy they are too. So the next parts that we have are these two manifold pipe parts here. They are different even though they look similar. So it's this part that we're going to be using first, which has two holes either side. This one doesn't. It only has one hole there, so it's this one with the big hole here we want, and we just attach it to the top there like that with some AP screws going through there. And when it's all done, it will look like this. I've done this a little loose, but I'll tighten it up later. That is what it will look like. Very nice indeed. This is quite engine-y. I love that little gold part. It really makes it stand out aesthetically. So that is what those pipes will look like in this part. And then we just get the other side of the manifold, and we'll just attach the pipe work exactly the same way like that with some AP screws. And when it's all finished, it will look like this. So we have the piping there, screws there. Bring back this part, as you can see. Oh no, upside down. It's very similar but different there. So let's zoom out a bit and get the part back from the last video, which is this part here. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach these parts onto the back of the engine we already have here. So one part will go there and one part will go there. So I'm just going to go away and do that now. Just before I finish, I just want to show you a very nice, neat design, I thought. I was having some trouble lining this part up like that, till I noticed that there was a little tab there and a hole there. And when you push that in there like that, it lines up perfectly, ready to put the screws in. So that is a really nice little design part there. I really like that. So let me just put these screws in. And when it's all finished, it will look like this. Sorry for knocking the camera there. Looking very nice. I really like that over the course of this video and the last video, it's just built up. Oh, look at that. That piping doesn't look so alien anymore with those two parts. Yeah, very, very nice indeed. Really, really loving this engine part. And it is a lot easier to screw in than any of the chassis parts as well, which is fantastic. So all there is left to do on issue 18 is attach, this part here, which looks like that. I haven't actually talked about the molding of this engine either. All these parts are molded fantastically. I'm not sure whether they're accurate, but they look gorgeous and they look accurate. And I'm very, very happy with the molding of this. Very, very cool indeed. So yeah, this little shelf part here attaches over there like that. And we'll just screw those two parts in with the DM screws that we used to screw these other two parts down with. And when it's all done, it will look like that, looking more complete. God, so beautiful. It's the fact it's metal as well. I mean, you're really getting what you pay for with these magazines. With the R2-D2 at the moment, you're not. $8.99 for those two dome parts last week, really each, really bummed me out. But with this, yeah, you're getting your money's worth. You really are. And that is what it looks like at the end of issue 18. So let's attach the parts that come in issue 19. So the first two parts you will want from issue 19 are these two parts here. Now they're not metal, they are plastic, but they are still nicely sculpted. And you attach them like so. So it will look like that when it's done. And you put an AP screw through there. And when those two parts are all screwed together, it will look like this. Yeah, very engine-y looking it is as well. Then you will need to bring along this piece here, which is metal. And you'll see there are two holes there. This one has a little tab on the side, which you can see there. This one hasn't, and this one's got a slight tab there. So that is the way it goes, and you just push that in there like that, and it actually sits quite securely. Yeah, looking very good indeed. And you just attach it in place like I have just done there with two AP screws at the bottom with these two holes, and that is what it looks like after that part is all attached. So the next part you'll need is this piece of piping here. Again, this is plastic and it has three connecting holes which match with the three connecting holes there and the connecting hole at the back. So you just pop that in there like that so that these holes line up. There we go. It's a nice tight fit. You see you got the holes lining up sort of there. Oh, there we go. Really push it in, and there are the holes all lined up. And you attach the pipework to the metal part with some AM screws. So it looks like that when that pipework is all installed, looking very nice. I'm loving the shine of my light above here and the window. It looks gorgeous. Really, really does. It's almost a shame that this is going to be covered up. Which is not something that I thought I'd say about a car engine, it has to be said, with all the other stuff that goes into the Delorean, like the flux capacitor and all the lights and stuff. Yeah, I never thought that I would be sorry to cover up the engine. But there we go. So the next piece we have is this piece of piping here. Plastic, really nice small sculpting on there. And that just attaches to this hole here, like that, with a AM screw. And it will look like this when it's all attached. Very nice indeed. Sticking up quite a way, so Be sure that this doesn't snap off because it is quite light plastic, so make sure that doesn't snap, because I think that might just get knocked while you're storing it, especially when you attach the final part of issue 19 and indeed this video, which is this pipe here, which apparently just pushes somehow onto there. Oh, there we go, like that. Yeah, not sure how you're going to secure that. I'm guessing there's going to be some more bits to add on to this part where that pipe will not be so flimsy. And it is attached to the top of these holes here. Just to zoom in, not that much because I can't handle it. So you've got a smaller tab there. Maybe another pipe will come, who knows. And then we've got this top part there with this pipe attached. And that is what that part looks like. And that is indeed the end of issue 19. Now it doesn't say at this stage to attach it to the rest of the engine. I'm guessing because there are other parts to go on with all these screw holes there in upcoming videos. But when it is attached, it'll be attached to these two tubes there. Those two peg holes on there like that. Really, really snug fit. Yeah, looking very, very nice indeed. You can see the kind of the screw holes here, which I suppose you can in other parts as well. But yeah, that is what the engine looks like at the end of issue 19. More parts to come, I reckon, in 2 weeks' time when I'm back for more Delorean videos. I really hope you have enjoyed this video. Yeah, I've really, really enjoyed these last two videos. Has to be said, this engine has gone together really, really well compared to all the disasters with the chassis and everything like that. This engine is really sturdy, really secure. Very much enjoyed building it, and I hope you've enjoyed watching me build it too. So until next time then, guys, take care. Bye bye.